Internationalisation has been one of our core differentiators. And there are a couple of reasons why I think our international perspective adds value. The first is that being aware as a group of investors of what's going on in other markets and what's going on more broadly outside a domestic market, outside Europe, adds value to our ability to appraise a business and indeed help our businesses grow. And secondly, lots of our businesses are bumping up maybe against some sort of domestic constraints. So they're kingpins in their core market, but they need to think about expanding more internationally. London is obviously 30 years old. We opened Munich nearly 20 years ago, and Paris we opened in 1999. And then more recently, we've opened in the Nordic region, in Scandinavia, and in Amsterdam. For us, it's the blend of international perspective, but also having some local presence.
In order to find the companies, find the real nuggets, you need to be close to your local market. You need to know the people, the advisors, and that's why we've opted to have feet on the ground in our key geographies.
We've been in France since 1999, so we know a lot of people and obviously a lot of managers, and we had a very good relationship with the management team of Coventya. We have been in contact with the management team for 8 years before we made this transaction. The investment thesis for us was to partner with the management and to continue to develop the business on an international basis, both through new product lines, new locations, new facilities. We've made 4 acquisitions since we bought the business, 2 in Turkey, 1 in the US, 1 in Germany, and we are still looking at other opportunities to expand again the group. So it's really an exciting story with the team, which is absolutely great.
We've made a number of very successful investments in German businesses. The most recent example is 7 Days. We acquired 7 Days around 2 years ago. At the time, roughly 80% of their revenues were generated in Germany. They had already been successful in growing outside of Germany, so France, the Benelux region, Switzerland and Austria. And together with the management team, we were identifying the northern European countries, so Scandinavia, as a new core strategy to grow. So we mapped the market, have identified a couple of potential targets in Scandinavia, and in the end were able to buy a company in Denmark, a company called Praxis, which will enable 7 Days to become also a leading player in the Scandinavian markets.
Cordax is a company we acquired in September of 2019. We acquired the Dutch and the French operation out of a German manufacturing conglomerate. We supported the carve-out of both of the businesses. We recruited a group CFO and a chairman. At the moment of our acquisition, the company was generating sales basically across Europe and also into the US and Asia. And we are currently assessing various ways of generating incremental growth, both by expanding the sales force and also selectively looking at add-on acquisitions.
One of my favourite case studies is a relatively recent exit for us, which we sold in 2019, a Danish business called Phase 1, headquartered in Copenhagen, but with virtually no sales at all in the Nordic region. It had manufacturing operations in Denmark, but also in Israel, outside Tel Aviv, and then we acquired a business for them in Japan. Its biggest market by the time we exited it was actually America, and its second biggest market was China.
We are one company operating in different locations, but we all have the same interest to do deals together, to share our knowledge.
We're also looking to be more than the sum of the parts. We're looking to add that international perspective of the 5-office network so that we are more than just local, and that's been part of our experience for the last 20 odd years.